Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Shalwa Agustia with student number A1B223004 from class R002. Okay, here I will read my answer. First answer is I started studying English and Arabic when I was in junior high school, but I focused more on Arabic until I was in third grade of junior high school. I thought about understanding more about Arabic, but that didn't come true. And when I was in high school, I started studying English, but I was not very good at it. But English became my favorite subject. And I also studied Korean. I started when I was in junior high school. I always watched dramas, music videos, so I understand a little Korean and speak Korean. Second answer is from my experience, I've noticed that young kids often learn new languages quickly and easily. They pick up accents and grammar rules almost without trying. For example, my friend learned English in just a year. She could speak fluently in no time, while I struggled to learn the same language in school as a teenager. However, I've also met adults who learned new languages successfully later in life. My sister started learning English in her 30s and became quite fluent. This made me question whether the CPH is absolute. So while it seems true that younger kids have an easier time, I've seen no exceptions to think that motivation and practice can make a big difference for older learners. Next answer is for me, both integrative and instrumental motivation have played a role in learning a second language, but in different ways depending on the language. When I first started learning English, I was primarily instrumentally motivated. I saw it as a useful skill for job opportunities and communication in many parts of the world. I knew it would help me professionally and when traveling, so that was my main drive. However, when I later started learning English, integrative motivation became more dominant. I wanted to understand the culture better, connect with English-speaking friends, and appreciate English films and literature in their original language. It was not just about utility anymore, but about feeling a sense of belonging to a different cultural group. From talking to others, I found that many second language learners have a mix of both motivation, but the balance varies. A friend of mine is learning English mainly because of job prospect instrumental motivation. Comparing their motivation to mine, it seems that the reason someone chooses to learn a language can really depend on personal goals and circumstances. Next answer is I think for my second language I'm still not as successful as in English. There are many mistakes that I make such as pronunciation, grammar and listening errors. But I started to feel successful when I understood English songs without looking at the translation, watching movies without subtitles, read text in English, and I felt that is also like my success in studying so far. The last answer is I agree with the idea that younger learners are generally more successful in informal, naturalistic learning contexts, while older learners tend to do better in formal instructional settings. From personal experience, I've noticed that children, especially younger ones, seems to pick up new languages more easily when they're surrounded by it in a natural setting, like when they move to a new country or are exposed to a different language at home. They seem to absorb the language through daily interactions like playing with friends or watching TV without needing structured lessons. The brain plasticity at a younger age is often cited in research as the reason why children can learn languages more intuitively in these situations. On the other hand, older learners often excel in informal settings where there are clear rules and structured instructions. As adults, they're more familiar with studying and understanding grammar and syntax through textbooks and lessons. In my own experience, learning a second language as an adult, I found it helpful to have formal classes where I can learn the rules and practice in focused way rather than just picking it up naturally. Theoretical support also suggests that younger learners benefit from the immersive, context-rich environment of naturalistic learning, while older learners more developed cognitive skills make them better suited for formal instruction, where they can use analytical thinking to understand language rules. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.